The guy made a table. Works for a production company. This is exactly how all of the shoots go.
That's it. Brought it from the top.
Welcome to the Toxic Tavern. This is a part 2. This is reactions of some stories that I've read out prior, but I want people's general reactions. DM forced my character to go through a breeding factory.
What?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
why do you keep
no.
the craziest ones for like now when I'm here?
No.
I am no stranger to D&D, but I've been playing at my local game shop with various DMs and parties for about 6 years now.
Oh, it's in public.
But about a year ago, I unknowingly walked into what can only be described as the most unhinged fever dream of a campaign I have ever experienced. Our DM pitched a campaign as a dark, morally complex exploration of dystopian fantasy world. Cool, I thought. Something gritty. Something Games of Thrones-y. I rolled up a half-elf rogue, and session 1 hit the ground running after we did our intros, in the tavern and everything. We were accosted by a band of hobgoblins and their regular goblin slaves. We were captured by an evil hobgoblin empire and sent to a labor camp. During the second session, my character, Lyria, I am a woman in real life and was in the campaign as well, was pulled aside by the guards for special processing. Turns out, special processing meant I was being sent to a breeding factory, a factory where prisoners were forced to produce the next generation of alpha goblins to build an empire that will last 1,000 years. So, anybody see the correlation onto like?
This is recent. This is a recent one because I feel
Yeah.
like this is
This
the last couple of years this has happened.
is 6 months
This
old.
is Goblin Slayer. It's the first episode of the Goblin Slayer anime.
Oh, is it? I was leading on to the fact that this is the Third Reich.
Yeah,
It's the same
that
words.
too.
It's the same words
That
as the
too.
Third Reich.
Everything imitates World War II.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
DM
there's goblins.
leans in, smirks at me, and whispers in my ear. Lyria's unique half-elf DNA makes her a prime specimen to spread her legs and breed.
So if I had pepper sprayed this moment, I would use it.
Fuck that!
Jesus
Oh, that's
Christ.
so much worse.
He then showed me an AI-generated picture
No.
of an alpha goblin. That supposedly took the best aspects of humans and elves to create a master race.
Does that alpha goblin crazily look like the DM?
I don't know. He then described the factory in excruciating detail. There were assembly lines, genetic analysis devices, gas chambers for specimens deemed unfit, and rows of prisoners. And those deemed fit were taken to a special room by a group of breeder hobgoblins, in which they would have their way with human, elf, and half-elf woman. He would describe in the most graphic detail how they would gangbang her. This was the most animated he got the whole campaign, and he kept describing it as the sexy side of D&D,
Nope.
which really grossed me out.
Is
I-
this what
I wanna
like
throw
parents
up.
fought in like the fucking 80s and shit when they're like D&D satanic? They're
Yeah.
making devil worship
It is
against
for this
shit.
guy.
He then I tried to object. I see in chat, but DM shut me down with the classic, your character wouldn't be able to resist. Excuse and say she was charmed by enough spells to make her enjoy it. So she was basically just a sack of holes for the goblin to use. And then he had the audacity to pull up a chart labeled breeding success percentages and had me roll dice to determine my fertility. A nat 1 meant I died instantly from the gangbang. A nat 20 means I become the breeding mare for their empire.
What?
He then said, as long as you don't roll a nat 1, you can still go on your quest while pregnant. I then got up.
I feel sick.
Knocked down the session. The barbarian players followed me, muttering something about needing ear bleach, while the DM kept yelling about how this is cruel to the story. This is crucial to the story, and that you can come back for revenge if you want. I'm not afraid to kill off some hobgoblin breeders, and it's just a dark world. What did you expect? But no. Maybe for some people, but not me. I just hope anyone who jumped into that shit show knows what they're getting into.
The guy made a table. He made a fucking table before I
He
was really
thought
strung
about
up
this
on.
way too
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I was really strung up on the description of sack of holes, but I think the
Yeah,
table.
Yeah,
that's
that was the choice of words.
That was
the
my
choice
my
of
guts
words.
wanting to throw up there.
Yep. I need some eye bleach after reading that. What the fuck? Is there any left over? I need to bleach my brain. Is there any left after that? I hear the DM might need a drink. Save some for the poor mind flayer that eats the DM's brain. How to make an illithid nauseated. There's dark
Yeah, this
content.
makes me want to start drinking.
Yeah, there's dark content, and then there's straight up fetish content. Good on you for getting out of there, OP. There's no universe in which jumping fetish stuff on people who are just trying to play the game is okay.
That goes beyond fetish at this point. I'd like I will king shame the shit out of this man. Like
Yeah, fuck that
no,
guy.
fuck no.
Yeah, man.
Should this person be on a list?
Oh,
Yes.
fuck yeah.
Why is it always the fucking guys that do this shit?
It's always. Alright.
Oh, it's always these incels.
Like what were we talking about yesterday? Like it's like Dungeons and Dragons has given people the opportunity to release some sort of fantasy inhibitions, and so
Yes, fuck.
people, the most fucked up people, are going to come up with the most fucked up things.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad I was
Yeah.
bullied in high school, so like, I didn't grow up like that.
Oh,
right.
some people just aren't bullied enough.
Right.